What's up, foodies? Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Per usual, Tamar Braxton's name is circulating around the blogs for a few reasons. And the more I combed, the more I found. I saw that Mims went live to talk about her alleged friendship breakup between her and James Wright, her backup singer and bestie. I checked and no, they're not following each other. How strange. Do y'all think it's because James Wright's teeth got knocked out or chipped or whatever, and Tamar never made it right because she had her own teeth situation? Well, let's look at what I found. Let's look at her little subliminals about Funky. She's ready for Funky Dineva to read her for filth again. And let's look at her comment about her comparison to Toni Braxton, her big sis.
Sources are saying that Tamar Braxton has fell out with best friend James Wright Chanel. Y'all know I had to go do me a little research. I'm seeing where Tamar unfollowed James on Instagram. And I looked on James' page and James unfollowed Tamar on Instagram. Y'all know that Tamar and James have been best friends for the last at least 13 years. James has did background for Tamar for a long time. James played on Tamar TV show. James has been around Tamar more than anybody I know, really. And it's just crazy to me to see that James and Tamar have fell out. But this ain't the first time James and Tamar have fell out. James and Tamar had a few fallings out. They had a falling out back in 2019 before her attempt happened. James was on Instagram cussing and hollering and cussing Tamar out about some drama or something that happened way back then. I'm not even sure all the details back then. Like I said, they were able to get back cool. And James been doing background for Tamar since. I know he wasn't on the first tour, but I know he was on her anniversary tour, and he always doing background on her little pop-up shows, her little 30-minute shows. So James has been around for a while. James is always around. James like her little side man, her little handyman. James is always somewhere in the midst cooking and eating and just being James. And I like James. James was a fun time, James was a kiki, we love James. James Wright Chanel. We know when we see Tamar, we gonna see James. But I'm just starting to realize that Tamar fall out with everybody, literally. Friends, family, co-workers, hairstylists, sisters, hell, everybody, anybody you could think of. Tamar falls out, even with her fans, Tamar own fans. She fall out with her fans. They be going back and forth. They had little disagreements. Tamar falls out with literally everybody. And I'm a ride or die for Tamar. I love this for Tamar, period. That's my sis. I don't care when nobody say about it. That's my sis. I love her. But Tamar fall out with everybody. It don't matter who it is. Tamar and she's never the problem. It's always what they doing. And listen, another thing I noticed about Tamar is Tamar always having people around her. And sometimes they have motives. Sometimes they're not always up to good, Sometimes she tries to have these people accept her. And, she wants friends so bad. And another thing, Tamar want everybody around her to bow down to her and be a yes man. When people speak the truth, she don't like that. She don't like when people tell the truth. You say the wrong thing around her, you done. You cut off. But it's just interesting to see James and Tamar not be friends no more. Another thing, James was a starter on Tamar's anniversary tour by Christian and Rock. And I feel like Tamar didn't speak up the way she should have. She spoke up, but it was late. And she said that she panicked. She didn't know what to say. I feel like the relationship kind of shifted after that, but they were able to kind of, get back on good terms. And yeah, but it's just very interesting to see Tamar and James and fell out. And it ain't even surprised. Because like I said, Tamar fall out with everybody. Now, I don't know James personally, but I love James. But I don't know if James around Tamar for financial gain, or was James way of living off Tamar? Cause I'm never seeing James. I know James do work outside of Tamar, but not much as we. James don't really do much on his own. Like all we really see is James eating and doing background for Tamar, and
Not
riding
eating.
behind Tamar and doing this for Tamar, and it's almost like he like Tamar little side man. But I'm not sure.
Confirmation. Now, it's not like she ain't following nobody. She following 4,500 people. James Wright. James Wright. Okay. How many James is she following? She following a lot of James, but she ain't following James Wright Chanel. Has she ever followed James Wright Chanel? I'm sure she has. So that confirms it, y'all. What y'all think happened? Drop down in the comments and let me know. James seems like a nice person, and we know Tay Tay kind of cray cray. Look, never mind. Tamar Braxton is out here putting on her Twitter, which she must have deleted, saying, "Oh, babe, I sell out the same places my sister's playing now. Check your references." She might be telling the truth, because I heard her say, she was talking about being on a bill. So Tamar and Toni are when they tour or when they have been touring, they've been on a bill. So when you have a bill, meaning like a list of people performing, yeah, you can draw more crowds and sell out bigger venues. So she may not be wrong about that. Tamar, of course, will be in competition with her sister, but some people feel like there's no competition.
First of all, I didn't open for nobody. I was on the bill. Okay? So, Boys the Man is opening for New Edition? Like, stop. It's a bill. It's called a bill. The fuck? I know. It don't matter. I just want to let everybody know. Just like the concert that me, Tank, and Tyrese had at an arena. It's a bill.
She shared all these bills to her story to let y'all know what a bill looks like. It's your opinion. It's a matter of opinion. Me personally, I think Toni will always be the greatest. You have to live to about 90 to surpass Toni Braxton, Miss Tamar. But hey, in a sense, you're telling the truth.
I don't know. But y'all were wrong for believing that man. Y'all were wrong for believing that man. And I don't care what y'all say. Everything has been validated from the Holy Ghost. I didn't know that Chris Bosh had the same incident that I had. Like, and then the people was like, well, he had blood clots. He has a history of blood clots. Well, I do too. And I don't know what reason why y'all don't know what happened to me, because I don't know what happened to me. The same thing Chris said. He doesn't have a recollection. All he knows is he woke up where he was.
So I'll double check when she did this live, because it looks like she's always on live. But anyway, I know her fan reposted that he lied on Tamar. I'm guessing they're talking about Funky or whatever, but Tamar is kind of confirming, y'all believe that man, y'all wrong for believing that man. But yeah, she's insinuating that Funky Dineva lied on her. And if Funky gets wind, depending upon if he took his medicine or if he ate an edible that day or he on that liquor, he might say something about her on his live. Aside from the whole Tiffany Richardson thing from America's Next Top Model, which I did a video on, y'all can check that out. I'll link it at the end of this video. He's, to me, been going light on people lately. So maybe he don't feel like getting back on the Tamar thing, because he might not want Mendices to want to see him again. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Consider joining the membership. Hype this video and drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about Tamar's latest drama. Talk to y'all later. Bye.